This is my audience for my persuasive speech for Group 2. Warning: smoking can cause cancer, birth defects, brain damage, and lung damage. My name is Bridget Arnold, and throughout my life I have been told this many times. However, it seems now that the debate of legalizing medicinal marijuana in Florida has made people forget about the problems with drug abuse and smoking. I believe the people of Florida should know as much information as they can about the effects of marijuana, both on your health and on our state. This would enable the people to make an informed decision on the vote to pass medicinal marijuana. Today we will discuss marijuana as a gateway drug, the effects of legalized marijuana, and also the effects of marijuana on our bodies. There is evidence that marijuana use can lead to the abuse of harder drugs. As a child, you are grown up being told by parents, teachers, and society that drugs are bad for your health and are illegal, and that you should always say no to drugs. There is a study conducted by the Center on Addiction and Substance Abuse at Columbia showing children who use gateway drugs such as marijuana are 323 times more likely to use harder drugs such as cocaine. There is evidence that marijuana use can also lead to the abuse of harder drugs other than cocaine. By legalizing marijuana, we are increasing the chances of young children abusing gateway drugs. Nearly 90% of people who have tried cocaine have said that they have used marijuana first as their gateway drug. In addition to sending the wrong message to children and being a gateway drug, the states that have legalized marijuana are experiencing some setbacks. The 20 states that have legalized medicinal marijuana and the 2 states, Washington and Colorado, that have legalized the recreational usage of marijuana are experiencing some problems. The 20 states pushed for this bill to pass immensely because they wanted higher tax revenues. However, these states with some sort of legalized marijuana have not even reached 1/3 of the projected amount of their tax revenues that they had hoped. Not to mention, marijuana is still deemed illegal by the federal government. So even if it is considered legal by your state, you are still able to be imprisoned from the federal government. These states are also receiving vast amounts of phone calls regarding the health of marijuana users. Al Bronstein, medical director of the Rocky Mountain Poison and Drug Center, has recently said they are receiving numerous calls from marijuana users who are complaining of severe hallucinations and vomiting, which is all due to the increased use of marijuana. In states with legalized marijuana, there has been an upsurge in marijuana-related car crashes. Since marijuana can slow reaction time and judgment, this is no surprise. In addition to this, over 450,000 people are admitted to the emergency room each year due to marijuana-related incidents. Furthermore, now that we know about marijuana's effect as a gateway drug and its effects as a legalized substance, we will now look at its effects on our bodies. Marijuana has some serious effects on the brain, but it can also affect our body as a whole. From drugabuse.gov, they say the use of marijuana can interfere with neurons, which process information in the brain, using neurotransmitters. Neurons process this information in the brain through the chemicals called neurotransmitters. The THC in marijuana, which is also found in some cigarettes, can mimic or even block these neurotransmitters, by mimicking or blocking the neurotransmitters. It will impair your short-term memory, coordination, learning, and problem solving. Marijuana affects the rest of your body in a big way also. Within a few minutes after using marijuana, your blood pressure skyrockets. Your heart rate can speed up 20 to 50 beats per minute. Because of this, you are 4 times more likely to have a heart attack. Marijuana contains 70% more carcinogens than cigarettes. These carcinogens cause lung infections, respiratory illnesses, and potentially lung cancer. Today we have talked about marijuana as a gateway drug, the effects of marijuana as a legalized substance, and the effects of marijuana on our brain and the body as a whole. I now hope that the people of Florida understand all of the negative aspects by legalizing medicinal marijuana and can make a safe and informed decision on the vote. Are you willing to say no to medicinal marijuana for the sake of our state and our health?